What's that?
Need something?
Nope.
Did you don't need something?
Nope.
What are you doing?
Just taking pictures.
Okay.
What's your name, badge number?
Officer Askey, badge 043.
Okay, I'm gonna step back a little bit.
You good? Browson PD, you live here?
I live somewhere around here.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep, just taking pictures. Yep. My name is not important.
Get away from our cars.
Is this public property?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not public property.
Where's a restricted area sign?
Whatever you want, just stay away from our cars.
Okay, so where's the restricted area sign?
Walk right here. Not walk around the vehicle.
I can walk around the vehicles. I can. Thank you very much. You can give me that you give me that policy or whatever that I can't walk around the vehicles.
It's not a policy, it's government vehicles.
Okay, but
Stay away from it.
okay, I have
You don't need to walk up to the driver's
I have every right to walk up to these vehicles.
Where's your ID at?
I don't have it. I don't have to give it to you.
You're going to give it to me.
Am I?
Yeah, you are.
Okay, what crime are you suspect me of breaking?
You're walking around our vehicles looking into them.
Okay, is
Most
this-
normal people don't look into our patrol
Is this
cars.
public property?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
I told you you can walk back.
I have every right to
I
be
told
here.
you to stay away from our vehicles.
And I have every right to be around your
You just
vehicle.
walked over there looking inside the car, did you not?
I did, because
Yeah.
I have a right
Give me
to.
your ID.
I do not have to.
Yes, you do.
I do not.
You just went to our vehicles and looking at them.
Your vehicle.
No one knows.
Welcome back to the channel, the place where truth meets authority and the camera never blinks. Today, we're diving into an encounter that exposes the gap between power and the law itself. What happens when an officer sworn to uphold justice can't clearly explain it? The story begins with a man quietly filming. No threat, no weapon, just a camera. Yet within seconds, suspicion replaces reason. The officer's tone carries arrogance, not authority. He demands ID, invents rules, and turns safety into a tool for control. But the citizen remains calm, confident in his rights. Every question, every command becomes a lesson in the Constitution, one the officer clearly never studied.
Okay, well
No one said.
those are police vehicles.
Not videos of vehicles.
Vehicles.
Yes.
They are
Correct.
police vehicles owned by the city.
Yes.
This is public property.
Yes.
I have every right to be on public property
Yes, you
and
do.
look in city-owned vehicles.
Let me tell you something, buddy, because I'm not lying with you.
Okay.
6 cops have been killed this week and this month.
Okay.
And some guy walking around the parking lot recording vehicles is not. It's not normal.
Okay. Well, it's not normal, but is it legal?
So what I'm
illegal?
gonna do is I'm gonna do a police report and figure out who you are.
Okay, is it illegal?
I didn't say it's illegal.
Okay, so
But it's not normal.
okay, am I being detained?
Yes, right now. you
Okay,
are.
so for what
I
crime?
need your information.
Oh yeah, I'm not giving it to you.
Okay.
You can call a supervisor out here.
30. Where do you live at?
I don't answer questions.
You don't answer questions.
No.
Okay. What are you doing recording our cars?
I'm being detained.
I already answered that question.
Okay, so I'm invoking
What's the
my.
purpose of coming
I'm
here?
invoking my-
I saw you.
Okay.
Let me finish talking.
I'm invoking my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, so I am being detained.
Let me
Therefore,
finish.
I have
Let
nothing
me
else to say to
finish.
you.
I see you walking on the sidewalk, whatever, and you come in here and you start filming and looking at our cars. Why are you looking at our cars? What do you need to know about a patrol car? Sorry, I'm recording you too, buddy, right there. What's your purpose of walking around our parking lot looking at patrol cars? I know you don't want to talk. I can stand here all day, I got too sick.
What's your name and badge number again?
Already gave it to you.
Just so I didn't get it.
Already gave it to you.
Okay.
I have to give it to you again. I already gave it to you.
Okay, well you don't have to.
The situation escalates quickly. The officer labels the behavior abnormal, insisting that filming police cars is suspicious. But suspicion isn't a crime, and the cameraman knows it. The officer's argument unravels the moment he admits the act isn't illegal, yet still claims grounds for detention. You can hear the shift in his voice, frustration disguised as authority. The cameraman stands firm, refusing to comply, refusing to hand over ID, and calling for a supervisor. What unfolds is a live power struggle, the badge versus the Bill of Rights. And with every passing second the camera keeps rolling, the illusion of control begins to crack.
You don't have to.
My name?
That's fine.
Officer Askey.
That's fine. I just need to know who I need to file.
043.
Just need to know who I need to file the complaint with. That's all.
Go ahead.
For illegal detainment.
Illegal detainment?
That is correct.
Illegal detainment? Walk around with our patrol cars.
Hey guys, so is suspicious a misdemeanor or felony?
It's a suspicious.
Okay,
crime.
okay.
Particular suspicion. Why would you walk around patrol cars and film?
So is this public property?
It is.
Okay, so that way I have. This is public property, guys. As you can see, this is public property. There is no restricted access areas. I am being detained by this officer here on public property. There's no restricted area signs. That is public property. As you can see, I'm in all of my rights to be here, to record the cars, and this guy right here is detaining me for suspicious activity.
Walking in between our cars and looking at them and recording is suspicious.
Okay, well,
the increase of violence against us and people killing us like
wow.
So you want to film our cars and go in between them? I'm gonna sit here and talk to you and figure out who you are.
Okay,
I'm gonna find out who you are.
Okay, well you can say so.
Hold your camera there for 20 minutes an hour. I don't care.
Okay.
I got till 6 o'clock, buddy.
Great, awesome. We'll be here all day.
That red dot right there. You're on camera too.
We'll be here all day, buddy.
Shot of that.
We'll be here all day, buddy.
Yes, we will.
You will be educated today on the First Amendment.
What's that? Freedom of speech?
Freedom of the press. Yes, sir. Where I can record anything that I can see from a public accessible place.
You can.
That means eyes cannot be trespassed.
Figure out what you're doing.
Okay. Well, I just told you what I was doing.
Why are you looking at our car?
Because I can.
By now, the online audience can feel the tension building. The officer grows visibly frustrated with every question that goes unanswered. Why are you filming? What are you doing here? He demands again and again. But the truth remains simple. Filming public property is not a crime. Still, the officer doubles down, calling it suspicious while admitting it's perfectly legal. The contradiction is impossible to ignore. Then comes the breaking point. He lets a dismissive insult slip, and in that moment, professionalism disappears. This is no longer about safety. It's no longer about the law. It's about ego. The citizen, completely unfazed, responds calmly. You're going to learn something about the First Amendment today. And just like that, the balance of control begins to shift.
Plotting something?
I can.
Okay.
I can look what I want to look at.
Sergeant will be here in 1 second.
Absolutely. And then I'll be going inside to do a complaint form on you for harassment and illegal detainment.
Harassment?
Yep. You're harassing a citizen on public property, on city property.
I'm asking you why you're looking at our car.
Because I can. Because I can. Okay. I told you that.
Okay. Fine.
You don't make the laws.
No, I don't.
Exactly right.
No, I don't. You don't either.
I don't. But I can go by the laws.
You can walk wherever you want.
I sure can. And that means up to that police car if I want to.
Staying away from my cars and
okay. Okay. Well, we're going to see what your sergeant has to say.
You look at my car, look at my car. I'm standing right here.
Well, I don't have to get your permission to look in anybody's car. It's the city's car. You don't own the city.
I know I don't understand it.
Okay.
So we can play this warrior crap all you want.
Well, you call it whatever you want to call it.
Figure out what you're doing.
Okay. I've told you what I was doing. You don't like it?
Why are you filming?
Because I can.
Just because you want to?
It's my right to film.
Right.
That's
why
right.
Why are you doing it?
Because I want to. I don't have to explain to you.
I'm pretty sure this is what you're doing. You just come here to be a dick, pretty much.
Really?
To get people riled up.
Okay.
Because I'm tired of officers getting shot. I'm tired of getting ambushed. And this right here, you walking in our cars, this is going to get my wheel spin in there. Wondering what to do.
So is it illegal?
I didn't say it's illegal.
Okay.
So I'm figuring out what you're doing.
Okay, well, I've told you.
Okay. You can record all you want.
I'm going to record.
But why are you recording?
Because I want to.
Why do you want to?
Because I want to.
Why do you want to?
Because I can. How about that? Because I can.
How about that?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at our cars?
Because I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stop pacing back and forth.
Really? Why?
The officer shifts tactics. The posture changes. He paces back and forth like a sentry guarding something fragile, trying to project dominance through movement alone. Then he reaches for fear, invoking fallen officers, danger, worst-case outcomes, as though tragedy itself grants broader authority. But fear doesn't amend the Constitution. The cameraman doesn't match emotion with emotion. He stays measured, calm, focused. He keeps returning to the simplest question possible. Is it illegal? Not dramatic, not hostile, just precise. And each time the officer is forced to answer, no, it's not. The attempt at intimidation loses weight. Because authority sounds different when it has to admit its limits. When backup arrives, the atmosphere tightens. More uniforms, more presence, an unspoken effort to overwhelm through numbers. The tension thickens, almost suffocating. But the citizen doesn't fold. He doesn't raise his voice. He doesn't retreat. He understands something fundamental. The law doesn't shift based on tone, posture, or how many officers are standing nearby. And as long as he remains within it, the camera becomes more than a device. It becomes a record. And in moments like this, a record is power.
I have a right to pay, so I'm not under arrest, am I?
No, you're not.
Am I? So we've already got it that I'm being detained.
Back and forth. I don't know if you're going to take off running.
If I was going to take off running, I wouldn't be here for the last 14 minutes and 50 seconds or whatever.
Right there, you can talk to him.
Cool.
You probably complain with him too.
I'm going to. Trust me. What's going on, Sarge?
What's up, man?
Hey. So I guess he called you out.
What's going on?
All right. So I'm here. I do First Amendment audits.
What's that?
I'm about to tell you what I do. So I go out to police departments, county buildings, city-owned buildings, county-owned buildings, and I just walk around the premises and see if I can record in public without being harassed like I have been by this guy. So I go around, I look at the cars, I go inside the building, I look at the building. It's my First Amendment right to do so. If everything's good, I go. I'm not out to cause a disturbance or problem.
Now the building today is different because we're closed.
It's still city property.
But you can't go in the building when it's closed because we're the only ones access. There's no access to
Okay, well I haven't, but I have not.
and 30.
Okay.
No, I'm just letting you know.
Okay, well I also want to file a complaint against this officer because I'm actually detained right now doing a First Amendment protected activity. And I have the tape. He's actually called me. He's actually called me a dick and stuff like that. And I have every right to be here. This is public property.
So you come on police property and different property.
Well, it's city property.
Well, city property.
Yes.
Then the sergeant steps in. His approach is different, measured, professional, and almost quietly curious. He asks, "What's happening here?" and actually listens, giving both sides a chance to speak. The cameraman lays it out plainly. This is a First Amendment audit, a test of public accountability. It's not provocation. It's an exercise in education, in transparency. The sergeant processes that and immediately recognizes the real issue isn't legality, it's ego. He responds with calm authority, explaining policy while acknowledging the cameraman's rights. There's no overreach, no posturing, just clear communication grounded in law. And that contrast couldn't be sharper. Two officers, same uniform, same scene, yet one operates from pride and assumption, the other from professionalism and principle. It's immediately obvious which approach truly represents the law.
If somebody's gonna stop you,
Yeah.
and all that.
It's because it's my First Amendment protected activity to do that.
Why would you want to?
Because let's see, do y'all respect the First Amendment?
But I was just wondering, why would you want to put yourself in that situation?
Why not? It's actually normal. It's not illegal, is it?
No, it's not illegal.
I didn't think so.
Now, the only issue we have is looking in the police cars.
Well,
right?
but it's on public property.
It is, and it is public property. But when you start recording inside our police cars, we don't mind. You can record all you want. We just like to identify who it is. That way, we can say if something goes missing or something's taken out of that car, I can tell my boss tomorrow, hey, this is the guy that was walking around yesterday, because there's no cameras or nothing on these police cars.
Okay, well,
so that's the reason we ask to identify yourself. Especially if you're looking, I don't care. You can sit in my police car right now.
I don't want to do all of that.
I'm just saying, look at everything you have. You can sit in his. You can look at any one you want. But the minute we don't know what you're doing it for, because unlike you're doing it for a specific reason, we do have people who do it for the criminal element also. So
in the middle of the day?
Well, you'd be surprised. People break into cars and stuff in the middle of the day.
I don't know how many people's breaking in police cars in the middle of the day, if at all, but I hear you.
Weapons got stolen on the cars.
But yeah, there's stuff in the cars that we might not like.
Well, I mean, if it's on public property and it's not in a restricted area, I can be at that car.
Yeah, I didn't say you couldn't.
Oh, he did.
I just said that I would like to identify you.
Okay.
That way.
I can go to that car. If it's in a public accessible area, I can go up to that car.
The conversation deepens. The sergeant concedes there's no crime, yet tries to frame the officer's behavior as precautionary. We just want to identify people in case something happens. It's a thin justification, an attempt to retroactively rationalize what looks like overreach. The cameraman doesn't escalate. He stays measured, sticking to the law. He reminds them clearly, without suspicion of a crime, there is no requirement to provide identification. Every calm correction highlights a key lesson: authority without legal grounding becomes disorder. Even the sergeant acknowledges the truth. It's not illegal. That simple admission carries weight. For a moment, the camera doesn't just record. It documents a rare scenario, a citizen calmly teaching the system to operate within its own rules. The law isn't abstract here. It's being applied, explained, and preserved in real time.
But look, like I said, the only reason I would want to identify you would be for if something happened to that car. Otherwise, we do tours all the time around the PD.
Okay, well, I'm going to identify myself, and they call me good citizen. How about that? Good citizen.
That doesn't work for me.
But I'm not breaking the law, so I don't have to give you my name if I'm not breaking the law.
But you understand what I'm saying.
I understand.
Okay.
100%, but I don't have to identify
in order to
myself.
file a complaint on him, I would need your ID.
You actually don't. You don't. I've actually, I just filed a complaint on Winder PD for the same exact thing as this guy did. So.
And you just told him good citizen?
Yeah, of course I did.
That was the name you
Of course I did.
I can do a report.
I'm definitely not going to let you do a report for me.
You don't tell me to do a report.
Well, I can actually.
I'm gonna do my own.
Actually, you work for me, so I can tell you what to do. I don't answer questions. So.
I understand the reason you're doing your job.
Well,
all right, look, hold on.
But you have a dick over there.
Look, I understand the reason you're doing your job. But on the other hand, when you're on police property or city property,
there you go.
When you're on.
As the encounter winds down, the initial aggression from the officer gradually fades, replaced by uneasy silence. The sergeant remains composed, attempting to bring the situation to a smooth close. But the cameraman doesn't back down. Calmly, he asserts his rights, filing a complaint for harassment and unlawful detention. His tone is steady, but the message is unmistakable. Rights are not optional, and accountability isn't negotiable. The sergeant listens, subtly acknowledging the misstep, and releases him. "If you're free to go, you're free to stay," he says, a quiet, almost reluctant admission of the truth. The cameraman smiles, still rolling, fully aware of what just unfolded. He hasn't just recorded an interaction. He's captured a clear example of overreach corrected through knowledge, composure, and the law. It's a textbook moment in accountability, and the camera ensures it will be seen.
Now, when you're on city property and you're doing this to entice...
Absolutely not. I was actually minding my own business.
But you told me the reason you're doing this is to see if somebody does.
my rights are respected.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, that's the reason we asked, like I said, the reason we would ask somebody to be identified would be because you're walking around our cars and all that, and there's other things.
Gotcha. All right. Well.
So that's the reason.
Am I being detained though?
I didn't say you're detained.
Well, he's detained me, so just need to get that.
You were here when I pulled in.
So am I still being detained, sir?
You don't go.
Okay.
You don't want to tell us why?
If I'm free to go, I'm free to stay, right? Okay. All right, Sarge. You are actually professional. I definitely appreciate that.
Take it easy.
So I'm gonna get a couple more pictures, and then I'm gonna get out of y'all's way.
Yes, sir.
The closing words land with unmistakable force. This encounter was never about cameras or cars or minor disruptions. It was about freedom, the right to move, observe, and record without arbitrary interference. What we saw in practice was the plain view doctrine at work, a tool law enforcement applies daily, yet one they often deny to ordinary citizens. That imbalance, that selective application of rights, is the hypocrisy this video exposes in full. The takeaway is clear and direct. Never provide identification unless you've committed a crime. Never answer questions designed to entangle or trap you. And always, always record. Without the camera, accountability disappears. Knowledge is your weapon. The First Amendment is your shield. Stand firm. Stay calm. And let the camera bear witness, because in moments like these, recording is both protection and power.